Hi Cancer, this is Jody with Soul Purpose Tarot. I am in Carmel, Indiana. I am a Libra Sun, Capricorn Rising, Sagittarius Moon. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you've been here before, then you know what I normally do is I let flip, fly, or fall anywhere from 5 to 7 tarot cards and then clarify. And there's the first one that's just flipped over. Clarify with various oracle decks and kind of see what's going on. So I feel like these two want to come out. Okay, let's see what's going on with Cancer for the first part of April. Okay. Six so far. Let's see what we've got here. King of Cups in reverse. Somebody's holding in their emotions. Six of Cups in the upright. Okay. The Star in reverse. Seven of Swords, Nine of Wands. Okay. Let me think here. Okay, so this is what it feels like. This is the man, the male in your relationship. Feels like he's giving you the cold shoulder. And it's like if you feel like this person has something to say, but instead of saying it, they're pouting and acting all weird. And this could really be anybody. I mean, technically in your relationship, it could be a girlfriend. It could be a brother, sister, mother, father, whatever. So whatever the case is, this person feels like they're just kind of pouting, I guess. Pouting. And the Six of Cups, and you're like in a really good mood and you're ready to go out and celebrate. And this person over here, this person that's pouting is like poo-poos everything you want to do. And Two of Cups is like, can be a relationship card or a union card. And you're like in this thinking mind of like, man, I'm about ready to cut this person loose because I'm tired of their pissy attitude. And the Star card in the reverse makes me think that you had some illusions about the relationship and the type of relationship that it was. So maybe you thought you guys were closer than you really were, and this person's kind of starting to show their true colors. Again, this could be like any type of relationship. It doesn't have to be like a love relationship. It could be, you know, family or just a girlfriend, guy friend, any kind of friend who's suddenly starting to, I don't know, it's like it feels like they're starting to show their true colors of who they really are. Maybe they've been hiding and pretending, and all of a sudden they're kind of they're being an ass, really, is what it feels like. And Seven of Swords. And so this is you standing there with your sword like, I'm about ready to cut this person loose from my life and move forward. Nine of Wands would be moving forward. So whoever this person is, it's kind of like you've about had enough of them. They're acting very childish. They're acting very self-centered. But the thing is, it's like they won't tell you what's wrong. It's like you're supposed to read their mind, and you know, it's like, I feel like you've asked them, like, what's wrong? Nothing's wrong. And you're like, all right. And you're kind of like, I'm not asking you anymore. I've asked you what was wrong. You keep telling me no, and you're going to act like a baby. Then I'm going to go find somebody that doesn't act like a baby. So that is the feeling of the moment of what is going on. So let's, let me think. What do I want to do? let's just get your current emotions around this situation and see I want to just see where it takes me. And maybe it'll tell me how deep the relationship is, or maybe what caused the problem. Maybe that's what we need to find out, is you've asked this person what is wrong. They're not telling you, and you would like to know what their problem is. We got a bunch of cards coming out. Okay, so and these are the emotions cards. So let's see. Free. Okay, so that makes me think that I feel like you are very much a free spirit, free caring person. You're just kind of going about your business, blah, 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 blah. And the other person is more uptight. So somewhere along the line, you have done something that has offended them. This is not your fault, by the way. Just because they're offended because you have got it going on and you're being yourself and you're kind of out doing your thing, and they can't relax and take the stick out of their you-know-what, that's not your fault. So that other person, I feel like they're being kind of shy, and it's like they really would like to be more like you, but they're not. They didn't grow up that way. They didn't grow up being free. They're not ready to step into their authentic power of who they really are. And you have started doing that. And so when you start stepping into your authentic power, one, your vibrations are going to raise. You're going to start feeling better. You may start doing different things than you used to. And the old people in your life aren't going to like that. And so this feels like it's somebody that's about ready to drop off because you've changed, they have not, and you guys are no longer vibrationally matched. Resentful. Well, it came up in the reverse position, but I'm going to leave it upright because it feels like they are being kind of resentful. For whatever reason, it feels like this other person is taking it personally that you have kind of moved on and started doing your own thing, and you're not coddling them anymore, and their ego is bruised. Too bad. So sad. I feel like this is you getting kind of bored with them, and they're pouting, and you know, maybe this other person is in victim mode all the time, and you're just kind of like, you know what, I'm really, really getting kind of over this. And you're confident that you can find other friends that will satisfy your needs as far as like somebody to talk to, go hang out with, do things with. You're confident that there are people out there that want to spend time with you. And if this person over here is going to be acting like a doofus all the time and pouting and not happy with who you are, then you're like, yeah, I think it's time to go. Let's see what else is going on here. Way too many cards. Here's one. Receptive. Okay, so to me that is you are receptive to receiving whatever the universe wants to bring you as far as that goes. You're receptive to the universe bringing you new opportunities, new friends, new people to hang out with, new soul tribe, whatever the case is. Okay, so let me think here. Do we have blocks? Let me see if there's any blocks that would stop you from moving on. You need to and you want to, but let's just see if there's anything that's going to stop you from moving on from this situation. The admired card flipped over in the reverse position. This to me feels like at one point in time, this person, you and this person, whoever you're kind of in the outs with, you both admired each other and you respected each other at one time. You were more, as they say, equally yoked at that point in time. And I feel like you have grown and the other person has not. And the one thing that might stop you from moving forward is you get stuck in the way it used to be. So don't beat yourself up if it's time to move on from a friendship, a relationship, or something because you have grown and the other person has not. That happens a lot. A barrier. Let's see. How does that play? And if it's a block for you, what would keep you... Okay, let me think about this. In my head, I'm seeing like castle walls, literally castle walls, like this person has you barricaded in. Okay, so this is what it feels like. Whoever you're wanting to move away from is, it feels like they're going to, like if you have that conversation with them and say, hey, I think, or whatever, I mean, I feel like they're going to, God, I'm trying to think how to say it. They're going to make you doubt yourself. This feels a little bit like an abusive type situation. And I'm not saying that that's what kind of a relationship it is, but it feels like that person that you need to step away from is going to, they're worried. They're not ready to let you go. They're not ready to let you go. And so they're going to use every tactic. That's the word I keep hearing. They're going to use every tactic in the world to keep you hanging around. I'll change. I'll be better. I won't be that way. They're going to make I feel like they're going to make all of these promises that you have complained to them about, and they're not going to end up changing. And that would be something that would keep you staying in that relationship when it is time to move on. So, I mean, and that's up to you, how many times you want to give somebody before you finally go, you know what, I've really had enough of this. And you've been promising for 5 years you're going to change, and you're not. But apparently you guys are mirroring each other, because you guys were equal for a long, long time. And maybe you do the same thing. You keep telling, I'm going to change, or whatever, in whatever thing it is. But, okay, what's this? The answer is yes. Yes, you are mirroring each other. Yes, you need to move away from this person. Let's clarify what the answer is yes to. Yes, there is a block. There is a block that's going to keep you hanging on with this person. They've got some sort of, it feels like I don't know, maybe they've got something on you. They've got something bad on you. It's like almost like all of a sudden I can hear them like, well, I'm going to tell everybody you did blah, blah, blah. I'm going to tell everybody this. I'm going to tell everybody that. So they're kind of not a very nice person, it seems like, that you were hanging out with. Contemplation. So now, okay, so now it's like, it feels like you're sitting there and you're like thinking about this. Oh my gosh. What if this person does go and tell everybody, maybe you weren't a nice person at one time. Maybe you did some shady shit. I don't know. I'm not here to judge. But whatever it is, it feels like this person thinks that they're going to go tell people, well, don't forget about that time you cheated on your husband. Don't forget about that time that you got caught shoplifting. Don't forget about that time that you blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to tell everybody if you quit hanging out with me or something like that. Man. I'm just throwing out stuff. I'm not accusing anybody of anything. This says purge. That makes me think you just need to, one, if you have been hanging out with somebody like that, you don't want to be around those kind of people anymore. You don't want to be those kind of people anymore. You don't want to do shady stuff. And so you're like, I'm ready to move and be a better person. And that involves being around better people. And that's kind of what you're in the process of doing, is just making yourself be a better person, which is always a good thing to do. And they always say that the 5 friends that you hang out with the most is what you're going to be like. So just take a quick check of who are the people that you hang out with and what kind of things do they do. And then go from there and decide if that's the kind of person that you want to be, I guess, is what this whole story of this is. This will be last call to the universe for any kind of messages that they want to give you about this situation. Choice. It is your choice. It is your choice to move away from people, whether they want to pout and act like a baby about it or not. It's your choice to stay and be with them. It's your choice to move forward. And I feel like that also should be saying free will. You have free will. You have the free will to do whatever you want to do. If they want to guilt you into staying, then that's fine. And if you are like, you know what? I need to move on. It's the best thing for me. Then that's what you need to do too. This one wants to come out. Boundaries. This feels like if you do decide to leave this relationship, you are going to have to set some boundaries and stick to them. If you tell somebody, I don't ever want to see you again, you need to stick to that. Stick to that. If you, say, you know what, I'll hang out with you, but we're not going to gossip about everybody in the neighborhood anymore, because you don't want to be that way, then you need to stick to that. If you say, you know what, I'll hang out with you, but I don't want to go out and spend half the night drinking anymore. That's just not the type of person I want to be. Then you need to stick with that, because they're probably in your life to help you with your boundary issues. And sticking to your boundaries is hard. You've got to have some confidence about yourself to do that. Because this has vibration, so it feels like you are trying to raise your vibrations, and you have realized this other person is lowering them. And so this says alternative, so you're looking for an alternative way to live, an alternative friendship, an alternative to what you've been doing. So you're just making some forward steps into raising your vibrations and being a better person, and getting rid of some of the dead weight that maybe doesn't serve the purpose of being in your life anymore. All right, that's good for now. I will see you guys middle of April as planned, and I look forward to hearing from you. Talk to you later. Bye.